All right, let's get started. Good morning. I am Miss Virginia, and today we are learning about clauses. But before we start, how are you guys doing? How is everyone doing? Good. Good?
Good, yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so this will be our agenda for today. Number 1, we are going to learn about clauses. Number 2, we will learn about subordinating conjunctions. It's a bit of a tricky word, but trust me, you will get everything. You guys are very smart. Number 3, we'll have a class activity, so you will get a chance to work together. Number 4, we will have a handout activity. This will be independent work. And then 5 and 6, we will wrap up, and then if you guys have any questions, you can let me know. Is everyone ready? Perfect. Yes. Okay, let's begin. Okay, let's start. What is a clause? Who can tell me what a clause is? That is okay. It's a new word. That's why you're here, to learn. So a clause is just a group of words that has both a subject and a predicate. Now, what is a subject?
A noun.
It can, yes, a noun, a person, place, or thing. Very good. Okay, what is a predicate? A predicate is just a fancy word to say an action. So a subject and then the action of the subject. So what the subject is doing. That is a clause. So can you give me an example of a clause? Any example?
A boy runs.
A boy runs. Very good. Okay. Any other ones?
She rode a bike.
Yeah. Very good. Very good. Yes. Both Jacqueline and Jackie did a great job. And that is a clause. Okay. Next, we are going to learn about conjunctions. Does anyone know what conjunction means? Okay, that's okay. We're learning. So a conjunction is just a word that is used to connect. Think of conjunction, connect, other words, phrases, and, like we just learned, clauses. So this is a word that is just used to connect. So can you think of any conjunctions? Yes.
Would and be one?
Yes, because it is connecting two words. So yes, it would be one.
Oh.
Yes. Any other ones?
Or,
very good. Yes, so basically just a word that connects stuff. Very good. Okay. So now, going back to clauses, you might be thinking a subject and an action, that is just a sentence. So, is a clause the same as a complete sentence? And the answer is sometimes, okay? And I will explain now why. So I will give you 2 examples. Okay, Kendall, can you read out this first sentence?
John eats a hamburger.
Very good. John eats the hamburger. Yes. Okay. Now, Jacqueline, can you read out this second sentence?
When John eats the hamburger.
When John eats the hamburger. Very good. Okay. Do both of these sentences sound right to you? Oh, okay. Does number 1 sound right?
No.
Okay. Does number 2 sound right?
No.
No? Can anyone tell me why?
The when.
The when, okay. Yeah, very good, very good. So the when, at the beginning of the sentence, when John eats the hamburger, why does it not sound right?
It's not like a complete thought.
Yes, very good, Jackie. It's not a complete thought, exactly. But this is still a clause, right? I mean, we have our subject, John, and our predicate, eats the hamburger, right? But it doesn't sound right. It's not a complete sentence. So sometimes a clause can be a complete sentence, like number 1, but other times not so much. So we will talk about the difference right now. So there are actually 2 types of clauses. There are independent clauses and dependent clauses. So just based off the word, what do you think of when you think of independent clauses? Anyone make a guess and tell me?
It could be one sentence alone.
Yes, very good, Jacqueline. Yes, exactly. So an independent clause is just a clause that can stand alone as a complete sentence. So for example, the student finished the quiz. Period, that is it. It's a complete thought. Okay, so if independent clauses can stand alone, what about dependent clauses?
They wouldn't be able to stand alone.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely, yes. Very good, Jackie. They are incomplete. They cannot stand alone. Dependent clauses, they need help. They need an independent clause to form a complete sentence. Dependent clauses, they usually have what we call subordinating conjunctions, and I will teach you guys that in the next slide. But if we go back to the example number 2, the subordinating conjunction in this sentence would be when. This is the reason why this is not a complete thought, right? Okay, does this make sense so far? Very good, okay. So an example of a dependent clause would be after I took a nap. Where would the conjunction be here, the subordinating conjunction, in this sentence here? Try to guess. We have not gone over this yet. But after, yes, very good. After I took a nap, it does not finish the thought, so it is a dependent clause. Very, very good. Okay, so we have been talking about subordinating conjunctions, and what that is, they're just really special words that are used to connect a dependent clause with another clause. So, can you think of some examples of subordinating conjunctions?
During.
Yes, very good. During.
Meanwhile.
Meanwhile, yes.
Before.
Before, very good, yes. You guys are so good at this. Yes, so there are actually a lot of examples of subordinating conjunctions. And before we start the activity, I am going to pass out this picture that you see here to each of you, so it can help you identify the subordinating conjunctions, and this will also help you when you will be creating your own sentences later. Okay, so these are just some. We have because, before, now, though, until, which. There are a lot. You don't have to know all of them, but just be able to recognize that when one of these words is in a clause, it's probably dependent. So it needs a little bit of extra help. Oh, okay. So now we are going to do a class activity. So how this is going to work is that I will come over here and I am going to write some sentences for you, and you're going to be working together as a class, okay? So you're just going to tell me if a sentence, if a clause is dependent or independent. And if it's dependent, you are going to talk amongst each other, and you're going to come up with another clause that can make it independent, that can form a complete sentence. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Perfect, all right. Let's get started. The first one. Jackie, can you read out the sentence for the whole class, please?
While Richard was driving his...
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No,
This is a.
Oh! Wait, what does it say?
Drinking.
Oh, while Richard was drinking his juice. Sorry, that makes so much more sense.
No, that's okay. Yes, while Richard was drinking his juice, what do you guys think?
Dependent.
Dependent, yes, very good. So now take 20 seconds, talk with your classmates, and come up with another clause that we can add to this one to make it independent. So take about 15, 20 seconds.
He fell. He fell. I like, okay.
Okay, he fell?
Yeah.
Okay, so now instead of a period, this will become a comma, and he fell. Okay, very good. Okay, next one. Okay, Kendall, can you read the sentence, please?
The sun sets over the mountains.
Yes, very good. Okay, what do you guys think? Is this dependent or independent?
Independent.
Independent, very good. Okay, let's try. Okay, Jacqueline, could you please read this third one?
Despite what everyone thinks of pineapple on pizza.
Okay, very good. What do you guys think?
Dependent.
Dependent, okay. What makes it dependent?
The despite.
The despite? Yes, very good. So this would be the subordinating conjunction. Okay, so now take another 20 seconds and come up with another clause that can make this into a complete sentence. And talk to your classmates.
I don't want to say it's delicious because it's not true.
It is gross.
But I feel like that's probably the best way to like complete the sentence. Okay.
So it's delicious?
Yeah, but that's a lie. Like, I don't
Okay.
believe that. That's just it's a false statement. But it sounds the best, I think.
That's a good point. Okay, so it's delicious. Yes, I don't like it either, so I agree with you. Okay, last one. Alright, Kendall, could you read this sentence, please?
Before the Beyonce concert started.
Okay. Any thoughts on this last sentence?
Dependent.
Dependent? Okay. Why is it dependent?
Before.
The before, very good. This is our subordinating conjunction. Okay, so last time, talk to your classmates and come up with a second clause that we can add.
I drank. And I was gonna say like we got a drink or something like that.
Okay, which one will it be?
Doesn't matter.
Okay,
I drank.
I drank. So a comma here, and then I drink. Okay, very good. Very, very good. Okay, now we will do our independent activity. And you guys are all experts, so I'm sure that you will get this in no time. Does anyone need a pen?
I need a pen.
You need a pen? I will get you a pen. I don't know why this didn't print double-sided, but it's okay. Okay, here you go. So feel free to write your name and the date at the top. Oh, it's two different ones. No, it's okay. Yeah, next time I will print them double-sided.
No, you're okay.
Here you go. Of course. Okay, and take about 2 to 3 minutes to complete this. And feel free also to use your list as a reference for the sentences. Okay, is everyone done? Okay, perfect. So before we do the wrap up, let's just go over these really quickly and make sure that everyone is on the same page. Okay, number 1, identify the clauses as independent or dependent. Circle every subordinating conjunction. All right, Kendall, can you please tell me, can you read out the sentence and then tell me if it's dependent or independent?
I ran to the mall and it's independent.
Very good. Okay, Jacqueline, can you do the next one, please?
Richard and Jesse went to the same elementary school, and it's independent.
Very good. Okay, Jackie, the next one, please.
After she got her sandwich, and that would be dependent.
Dependent, okay. Where is the subordinating conjunction?
After.
Very good. Okay. Kendall, could you do the next one, please?
James bought juice from the store and it's independent.
Very good. Yes. Okay, Jacqueline, the second to last.
Although people say that SpongeBob is better than Patrick, and it's dependent.
Dependent. Okay, so where would the subordinating conjunction be?
Although.
Although. Very good. All right, and then Jackie, could you please read the last sentence?
Before she ate a slice of cake is dependent, and before is the subordinating conjunction.
Yes, perfect. Oh, you guys are so good at this. Okay, number 2, create your own sentences. All right. Even though I woke up late, what did you have, Kendall?
Even though I woke up late, I still made it to class.
Very good. Yes, I still made it to class. Okay. After I finished my homework, Jacqueline?
I went to bed.
I went to bed. Very good. Okay. Unless you come with me, Jackie.
I am not going.
I'm not going. Okay. Very good. While Anna was walking, Kendall.
She saw a dog.
She saw a dog. Very nice. All right. And then the last one, Jacqueline. When Josh leaves for work,
I go to sleep.
I go to sleep. Oh, you guys did amazing. How did you guys do? Did you get them all right? Amazing. Oh, you guys are so good at this. All right. So that is pretty much the end of the lesson. We are just going to quickly wrap up. And this is what you learned today. You learned the difference between a dependent and independent clause. Does everyone feel pretty confident in knowing the difference? Very good. And you learned where to find a subordinating conjunction in a sentence. Does everyone also feel good about that one? Fantastic. And then lastly, how to write sentences with more than one clause. You guys had amazing sentences, so you guys all did a great job. Was there something that you already knew that helped you with this lesson? Was it all new information for everyone? Yes, Jackie.
I didn't know like the terminology and everything, but I was able to recognize that before she ate a slice of cake, for example, that's not a complete sentence. You need to like add something else to it.
Yes, that's a really good point. Absolutely. Okay, what you want to learn next. Is there anything that you're still unsure of that you would like to learn, or do you feel pretty good about everything?
So to the is not a subordinate clause?
To the,
Yeah. I circled it. I didn't know if it was subordinate clause.
which one? Let me see.
And the first two.
No, this would not be, because a subordinate clause, it would usually come at the beginning of the, sorry, a subordinate conjunction would come at the very beginning of the dependent clause.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, but that was a great question. Thank you for asking. Okay, so lastly, are there any questions for me? Anything you want for me to clarify? Anything else? No? Okay, well then, thank you for coming to class. I hope you had fun and learned something new. And that's it.